Alright, this is round one of Modern Daily. I'm obviously going to play first. Um, the hand of triple Vat Mother is kind of awkward, but I don't think we can really mulligan it. We can hopefully draw to some more lands with this Knight's Whisper. Usually the hands that have a 1-mana removal spell and something that either makes them discard or draw cards is fine. And what could we be playing against? This makes me want to draw into some discard really fast, though. Because things like the Splinter Twin matchup in particular, not amazing without some kind of targeted discard. I might just be playing against some kind of control deck. Yeah, I'll play that here. The wind is obviously doing all it can to knock down my house. Pike is probably the most relevant of these things. Yeah. As much as it kind of sucks to put 2 Nexus on the bottom. Alright, so this is the American deck. That's fine. Though, our Vat Mother is probably just going to need a Path to Exile. This is the matchup where Phyrexian Crusader really shines because they have an extremely difficult time attacking through it or dealing with it. For example, these 2 removal spells that he just used do actual nothing against Phyrexian Crusader. So we're going to take 6. Draw yet another land. I put 3 lands on the bottom and I'm still drawing lands, like whoa, so. Hopefully the fact that he used 2 removal spells there means that he doesn't have a more efficient way to remove it. Especially considering these both kill Inkmoth Nexus. Interesting, I wonder if he has another Geist. Or if he just wants to bolt this again. Interesting. Perfect. See what he has. Thought about casting something there. Yeah, that's a loaded hand, alright. So he was probably planning on casting Vendilion Click, which I don't really care about. I think I just want to get rid of this Snapcaster Mage. So we're running from getting extra value. Though we do have to worry about getting burned out by Lightning Helix Electrolyze. But Snapcaster Mage gives him 2 of those anyway, especially if he draws an extra spell. Or, sorry, an extra land. See, he plays Vendilion Click. We just figure it. Yeah, I'm going to take Snapcaster. There was probably a more correct option there, but I think taking the Snapcaster hedges our bets, because those were all good answers to various things. And at least this way, if he doesn't do something, then he's dead next turn. Sure. Can just figure this now. Oh, he clicked himself. Interesting. We get 2 poison counters. Having these is actually super awkward against the bug infect decks, because for one, they're trying to kill you before you cast this, and once you do cast it, it just helps them along. But you can't really side them out because you're so threat light. I'm actually going to play this land in the event that I end up casting both of these removal spells. So I don't want to get blown up by Mana Leak. It is a Cryptic. Sure. I was going to use the Helix and the Electrolyze on that one. So his hand is Helix Geist. Or no, Electrolyze Geist. I'll play the Geist here. So Electrolyze plus Angel brings me down to 2, and then I'm dead to any removal spell. So I might want to actually Doomblade the Angel token. Though if I attack with Vat Mother, he has to block. Passing it back. Perfect. Dick Batterskull. Interesting. So we'll retrace Raven's Crime to get those last two things out of his hand. And that should be game. Yep, he's realized that if he draws a card, then he has to discard it when this resolves. And because he clicked himself, he doesn't know my hand. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Our main deck is actually reasonable against this deck, so we don't have to do too much sideboarding. I really don't like these Night's Whispers on the draw, especially. So we'll bring in some Duress. This removal is kind of awkward with Geist, but it buys us time with the Angel tokens. I'll actually side in one more Duress, because you need a way to get their cryptic commands, especially because it's one of the few efficient ways they have of dealing with this deck.